Glad to have you back on Iban Daybreak. Now, still talking about the returned artifact to the Benin Kingdom after 125 years. Joining us now via audio call, we have the former chairman, NUJ Edo State, Godwin Erao. Good morning and thank you for joining us. Hello? I guess that was a network issue right there. So we'll have to take a short break. We'll call him back to we'll share we want to hear his thoughts on this conversations.
Hello?
Are you there?
Hello?
Yes, are you there, Godwin?
Yes.
All right.
Good morning
and thank you for joining us. All right. Now, we just spoke with the Secretary Benin Traditional Council and he shared his thoughts on the returned artifacts for over 125 years. Now, 2 out of 10,000 has been returned. Of course, there are hopes that more would be returned. So, what are your thoughts and how do you feel about this recent development?
Well, after well over 100 years of struggle to retrieve the very highly treasured artifacts from the looters, we are very, very happy that in our time, in our generation, and under the current Ewari Ogudigan, the second of Benin, we're able to have some of them return. So we are hoping and praying that more of them, in fact, all of them, will finally return to Benin City for us to establish a museum of the international standard. That's our wish for now. So far, we are grateful to the Almighty God that we're able to see what is happening now, and we're able to have those we have gotten so far.
All right, you mentioned establishing a museum. So he also mentioned the...
Audio, please. I can't hear you. Please.
Can you hear me now? Hello, are you there?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I heard you.
Oh, okay. All right, you mentioned establishing a museum of international standard. On Frank Irabo also mentioned something like that too. So would you give us a tip of the iceberg or what it's going to look like?
Well, for now, we really cannot say what it's going to look like. Only our monarch, the Oba of Benin, has his own dream, has his own aim. And so I'm being a widely traveled Oba who was ambassador to so many countries. And we know that he has his international experience to moderate our own native traditional experience with. So we are hoping that the best will come, but I cannot give you the clear picture of how the museum is likely to be.
All right. Now, how does the normal Edo person, the average Edo person, feel about this return of the artifacts back to Edo State?
Well, I'm a Benin myself.
Okay.
And the true Benin person has not been happy with the invasion of the 1897. Even though we didn't see it, we didn't witness it, but the history has not been a very palatable one.
Okay.
And so that what they looted during the invasion are being returned gives us some relief.
Absolutely. Now, talking about what has been returned, we see that to a very large extent, these artifacts, while they were in those other countries, they were well maintained, they were taken care of, and they are still in very good condition. And in some quarters, there are concerns as to, okay, are we also going to maintain these things and keep them even better than it was kept while it was over there? What plans do we have? I know you've talked about the museums, and the council member who we spoke to also mentioned the fact that there is a museum which is in the pipeline, definitely. But do you also share same concerns about maintaining these artifacts?
Yes, you know, Benin artworks are of very high standard. And therefore, they are so durable that we are not afraid that within the next 500 years that they will go back. And therefore, we are very hopeful that just like those they have returned to so far are still very much intact and to standard. The very strong activities something done yesterday. We hope that all those that are being returned, that if not all of them, but majority of them will be very, very, very intact. And the OBA has put a body in place, body of experts, both modern and traditional experts, on how to make sure that when they come, they are placed in a museum where, and in a way that the standard and the form
all right.
have.
Thank you so much.
So, not wear down that early.
All right, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts on this conversation, Godwin Eraho. And Godwin is the former chairman of the NUJ Benin chapter. And now we'll go straight into social media buzz. And on social media, a lot of things are buzzing on social media. We have one of the buzzing conversations that says, a heart does not turn cold unless it has been treated badly for a long while. So cherish all those with good hearts in your life. Don't delay. Show them the gratitude they deserve. And we have reactions to that. That's a reaction here that said, I'll just read it out. It said, it costs nothing to express gratitude to another human being. While keep your ego so high that you can't be kind to other people, you will feel more at ease in your heart if you are grateful. Give what the other person is due. I know there's a need to be interested. This just beats, it just as though someone took out my heart and published it in a post. I was talking to someone over the weekend and I mentioned the fact that there's a need to be grateful or to express gratitude irrespective of how little minute you think what the person is doing is. As nature that's given me a cup of water or calling to say good morning, thank you. And also something thank you does to the system. It makes the person feel appreciated and feel like, yes, there's a need to do more rather than carry a long face and assume you're not doing enough. Most relationships, most marriages end or go
have
into
issues.
It's because of things like, I'm sorry, thank you, you're doing great. My pastor was talking about the way of the lizard. When he jumps down and no one is applauding him, he's not himself. So that's a need for
gratitude is very important. One thing I have come to learn is if you're not grateful, there is likelihood that you sink into depression faster. Because someone who is grateful is someone who sees and appreciates the positive, someone who celebrates the little wins, the big wins and all of that. So it's important that we celebrate these things. And also, you know, from the part, you were talking about something about when you do something for someone and all that, there is that part of man that, you know, there is this satisfaction you get when you do something good and the person appreciates it. Yeah. It makes you feel like, oh, you did something worthwhile and it makes you more fulfilled. Yeah. But when you do something and you're not sure if the person appreciates it, there's a way it makes you feel. You're not really fulfilled.
And then you don't want to do more the next time.
Oh, you may do more, but you just want that fulfillment, definitely.
Thank you so much, Petra. So there's a need to be grateful, maintain a grateful attitude. Trust me, it does wonders, just like medicine, even more than medicine. All right, that's this point. We'll call it a wrap on iBrand Daybreak. Other shows await you this beautiful morning on iBrandTV. So I'll leave you with a quote from Vaibhav Shah that says, whenever you see successful people or a successful person, you only see the public glories, never the private sacrifices to reach them. Whenever you say successful person, all you see is probably the glory, the car, the wristwatches, the jewelries, and you don't see the
glow on your face.
You don't see the that show that sacrifices are they're
not glamorous, but they are very important.
Very important.
Definitely.
And at this point, from all of us on iBrandTV, we say thank you for joining us today. Without you, there is no iBrand Day. Do well to join us tomorrow and tune in for other shows that are coming right after this one. My name is Margaret Opera. Have an amazing day.
And I am Perpetua Fasumi Peter. Do enjoy the rest of the day. Bye for now.